His wife is having an affair, but do you know with whom? Is that a human head on her shoulder or an octopus? Yes, you heard that right. When a world-renowned French actress, Isabelle Adjani, encounters a Lovecraftian monster, the actress and the demon become one. And that's when one of the most terrifying, wild, and insane horror love stories in history is born. The lover says, "Love me exactly the way I want, or I'll create a brand new version of you. You can't survive here without destroying yourself." And this is called possession.
不疯魔不成活，是为着魔。
The story begins in 1981 Germany. The Berlin Wall stands there in a dilapidated state. "This wall must fall" is clearly written in white graffiti on the wall. A man sitting in a car is staring at it, with lines of worry on his forehead. This man's name is Mark. He's a special agent or a spy. His job is such that he can't give any time to his family at all. He realizes his wife has drifted far away from him. So, returning home this time, he's determined to fix everything with her. When the camera focuses on Mark's wife, Anna, it's shaky, just like Anna's state of mind. Anna stands with her arms crossed over her chest, as if she's ready for war, with no intention of welcoming her husband. Mark puts his bag down, thinking Anna might hug him, but Anna doesn't move. Poor Mark, embarrassed, picks the bag up again and then puts it back down. Anna is nervously fiddling with her ring. She wants to say something, but lacks the courage. Finally, Mark takes the bag and enters the house himself. The house seems to have split them into two different planets. Between them is only their young son, Bob. Bob runs up and hugs his father. This child is now their only connection, but this good moment doesn't last long. Bob's whistle blows, as if giving a warning that a big danger is coming. Next, we see their bedroom scene. Even after physical intimacy, their distance doesn't decrease. Anna lies curled up in a corner of the bed. With exhausted bodies, they finally start talking openly. Mark's ego or self-respect won't let him be weak. He explains to Anna, "Look, I didn't quit my job because you told me to. I quit to save this family." Hearing Mark's words, Anna feels a lot of guilt. She thinks maybe her excessive demands caused the current state of the marriage. Anna fearfully asks, "Mark, are you involved with another girl?" Mark replies, "Nothing like that." Conversely, when Mark asks Anna the same question, Anna shakes her head no. Mark breathes a sigh of relief, thinking at least his wife isn't having an affair. But there are tears in Anna's eyes, yet the words coming out of her mouth were cold as ice. Mark is very frustrated. In the camera frame, a lot of space is seen empty on the right side of the bed, meaning the two of them are no longer on equal ground in this relationship. The next day, Mark goes to the office and officially resigns. His bosses try hard to stop him, but Mark has made his mind. Before leaving, one boss asks Mark a strange question. "So Mark, the man you were monitoring, did he always wear pink socks?" Just think, Mark lives in an era of espionage where human privacy doesn't exist. They analyze someone's character based on the color of their socks. What a filthy world. Mark returns home after quitting his job only to find Anna is gone. Even after leaving the spy life, he finds no peace. Looking out the window, he sees soldiers from the other side of the wall watching this house with binoculars. A constant fear works inside Mark. So instead of sleeping on the bed, he tries to sleep flat on the floor. He doesn't know how long he slept, but suddenly the sound of the phone wakes him up. It's Anna on the other end. Anna says she's in the city, but she won't say who she's with. Mark's profession was spying. He gets suspicious. He begins to search the entire house thoroughly. While searching, he finds a card inside a yoga book. It says, "You are the most beautiful woman I have ever seen." Signed at the bottom, Heinrich. The sky falls on Mark's head. He immediately calls Anna's friend, Margit. He easily learns the truth. Anna is having an affair. Right then, the phone rings again. This time, Anna has called to break up. Mark explodes in rage and asks, "Is there someone else? Have you two slept together?" Anna didn't pretend and said directly, "Yes, I have someone, and he's many times better in bed than you." That wasn't the reason Mark was angry. Mark was angry because Anna was at that man's house at that moment, and the guy was standing right there listening to everything. Controlling his rage with great effort, Mark asks Anna to meet him face to face at a cafe. An hour later, Anna arrives at the cafe. Seeing Mark, she hesitates for a moment, then takes off her jacket and sits down, prepared for war. Her behavior made it seem like she didn't come to talk, she came to fight. In her mental distress, she even forgot to fix her clothes. The director uses a corner of a mirror here to show them separately. Even the other customers in the background are sitting very far apart. The director didn't keep any extras or unnecessary people in this movie, so that a haunting loneliness is portrayed.
Even though Mark and Anna are sitting very close, their hearts are miles apart. Mark is gripping the edge of the table tightly to control his anger. Instead of bringing up the affair directly, he uses their son as a shield. Mark says, "The flat will belong to me and Bob. I'll give you a lot of money, but in return, you can never see Bob again, because I don't want Bob to see his father sitting around sad on Sundays." Mark is indirectly blaming Anna, saying that because of her, the child is losing his father. Anna didn't expect this blackmail. Mark's words were piercing like arrows. Mark wants to know, when did all this start? Anna then says desperately, "The first day I saw that man, I slept with." That's it. Mark flares up now. He screams, "We have such a beautiful family. Have you fallen for some witch or demon? Are you possessed by some evil force?" Looking at their condition, it felt like they weren't normal people, as if they were going mad like characters in a Lovecraftian horror story. After that day, Mark leaves the house. He goes and checks into a cheap hotel. He keeps himself locked in that room for 3 straight weeks. During this time, Mark's condition becomes very bad. He stops eating and drowns himself in alcohol. His body breaks down, and he even loses the strength to speak. He would lie curled up in bed like a fetus in a mother's womb. After passing through the most disgusting time of his life, Mark composes himself a little. He decides to go back to Anna again. Returning home, he sees Anna isn't there, but the boy, Bob, is standing alone leaning against the wall. Bob's entire face is smeared in jam, making it look like there's blood on him. The child is a victim of neglect. The director has portrayed his own divorce experience here. Children suffer the most in parental fights. Bob is very happy to see his father. He runs and shows his favorite toys. He says, "Look, Dad, Uncle Heinrich gave me these toys." This means Anna's affair has been going on for a long time. Mark cleans his son and waits for Anna to return. Mark's restlessness was growing. He was rocking back and forth in his chair. Finally, Anna returns. Seeing Mark, she looks a bit startled. She makes an excuse. "I'm a little late today. It won't happen again." Mark brushes it off and says, "I can't live without you, Anna. I'm staying here and I'll take care of our son." Then Mark starts playing a twisted game. He forces Anna to end things with her lover right then and there. Mark says, "Call him right now. Tell him it's over. Tell him you don't love him and that he's nothing to this family." Anna refuses to make the call. Mark screams, "I don't trust you. Put him on speaker and tell him right now." Mark says he wants to understand her, but his behavior is pure dominance. He's backing Anna into a corner. With no other choice, Anna goes to the bedroom and starts packing her things. She wants her freedom, but her attachment to the family keeps her trapped. Seeing her hesitation, Mark grabs her. This wasn't a hug, it was forceful. He starts undressing her, looking at her like a predator who finally has its prey cornered. Just like he was cleaning his son earlier, he's now trying to control Anna. To Mark, both Anna and Bob are just possessions he needs to maintain the charade of a happy family. Anna realizes Mark won't let her go, so she runs away again. When Mark wakes, she's gone. Just then, the phone rings. It's a man's voice. He says, "Anna is with me now, and she's staying with me forever." The ground slips from beneath Mark's feet. He collapses onto the bed. Beside him is a note from Anna. "I'm going to talk to him. I can't take this pain anymore." That means the man on the phone was Anna's lover, Heinrich. Mark takes action. He gets Heinrich's number from Anna's friend, Margit. When he calls, Heinrich's mother picks up. Mark finds out Anna isn't there. In fact, Heinrich's mother hasn't seen Anna in weeks. Mark gets suspicious. Heinrich is lying. He digs through the phone book and finds the address. He's going to confront the man tomorrow morning. The next morning, while dropping Bob off at school, Mark is stunned. He sees Anna standing at the school gate. He runs towards her, but as he gets closer, he realizes his mistake. It's not Anna. This woman is Bob's teacher, Helen, but she looks exactly like Anna, like a twin. Is this a coincidence, or is something else going on? According to the director, Helen is the flip side of Anna, the perfect wife Mark imagines, calm, gentle, and pure. Seeing Helen in her white outfit leaves Mark completely disoriented.
Even though Helen left his head spinning, Mark doesn't stick around. His real target is Heinrich. Mark heads straight to Heinrich's place. He finds Heinrich to be a very strange man. He's well dressed, but his movements are over the top, like a bad actor in a stage play. Heinrich isn't afraid of Mark at all. Instead, he tries to act friendly. He puts his hand on Mark's shoulder, touching him in a way that's meant to be relaxing. Heinrich starts spouting high-minded nonsense about being liberal and open-minded. He shifts all the blame onto Anna, saying, "Look, Mark, we've been together for a year, but Anna didn't want to tell you, and I respect her decision." He acts like he's being noble, claiming he stayed away for a while so Anna could decide for herself. Mark just smirks. He needles Heinrich, saying, "Oh really? You're so noble. Then why did you call and threaten me last night?" Heinrich looks genuinely confused. He says, "Are you crazy? I just got back into town. Why would I call you last night?" This is where things get weird. If it wasn't Heinrich on the phone, who was that man? Is there a third man in Anna's life? Or is it something else entirely? Heinrich ignores the confusion and crosses the line. He shamelessly starts describing the details of his sex life with Anna to Mark. He brags about how happy they are in bed. Anna can't take it anymore. His wife is gone, and now he has to hear this filth from her lover. Mark lunges at Heinrich, but luck isn't on his side. Just like he lost in the bedroom, he loses the fight. Heinrich overpowers him and tosses him aside. The director portrays Heinrich as a bit of a joke because in real life, the director's own wife ran off with a loser. So on screen, he's making sure this character looks as pathetic as possible. Beaten and humiliated, Mark returns home to find Anna playing with their son. Mark stays quiet. Once Bob leaves, Mark's rage turned toward Anna. He screams, "Where were you?" Anna lies at first, saying she was at Margit's. Mark catches her. Then she lies again, saying she was with Heinrich. Mark knows that's a lie too, because he just got his ass kicked by Heinrich. Mark corners her, but he doesn't realize that Anna isn't a normal person anymore. Between the pressure of society, her marriage, and Mark's neglect, Anna has become a living volcano. She wants freedom, but doesn't know how to get it. She hates Mark for not understanding her, yet loves him for holding the family together. Trapped between these two worlds, she's losing her mind. As they argue, Anna starts acting erratic. She says, "Don't push me, Mark. I'll jump out the window." Mark ignores her. Suddenly, Anna switches on the electric meat carver. Before Mark can react, she presses the moving blade against her own neck. Blood starts spraying everywhere. But the strange thing is, Anna is laughing. Tears are streaming down her face, but she has a smile on her lips. She's destroying herself because it's her only way out. She's laughing because she's finally taking control of her own body, and crying because she knows her family is finished. Mark's reaction is even stranger. He runs to her, but he isn't shocked. He just starts bandaging her up. Mark is losing it too. To understand her pain, he takes another kitchen knife and slices his own arm. Imagine that. Two people covered in blood sitting in a kitchen. This isn't a romance anymore. It's pure psychological horror. As soon as she's slightly recovered, Anna gets ready to leave again. Mark tries to stop her, saying, "Please don't go, I'll accept everything." But Anna says, "I have to go." Mark threatens her, saying he'll follow her. That's when Anna does something that turns Mark to stone. She looks at him with a twisted smile and starts contorting her body in a horrific way. Mark realizes there's no way to hold on to this version of Anna anymore. She leaves. This time, Mark doesn't follow her himself. He hires a private detective to track her.
Anna gets on a yellow subway train. The detective follows. The car is empty, but Anna sits next to a filthy beggar. The beggar starts eating a banana from her grocery bag, and Anna doesn't say a word. Maybe she feels just as filthy inside, so this environment feels normal to her. She gets off the train and walks briskly. She knows she's being followed. She quickly enters a dilapidated building near the Berlin Wall. The detective cleverly sends the address and flat number to Mark. Mark tells him, "Go inside and see who she's meeting." Disguised as a maintenance worker, the detective knocks on the door. He says he's there to check the gas lines. Anna opens the door, terror in her eyes. The detective checks the whole place. It's empty. Only the bathroom is left. Anna becomes desperate. She tries to stop him, offering a bottle of liquor. "Want a drink?" The detective doesn't fall for it. He heads straight for the bathroom. Anna realizes it's over and collapses by the door. The detective opens the bathroom door. It's dark and damp inside, but as he looks toward the bathtub, his heart stops. There's no man there and no Heinrich. Instead, there's a massive, grotesque mass of flesh, an octopus-like monster dripping with slime. Is this Anna's secret lover? Before the detective can process it, the monster lunges at him. A gruesome scene of blood and flesh begins. Everything you've seen so far was just the trailer. The real game starts now. We thought humans fell in love with humans, but what Anna has done is beyond imagination. Think about it. How lonely and mentally broken does someone have to be to enter a physical relationship with a hideous monster? This twist forces you to think about the dark side of the human psyche. Does Anna really love this creature, or is it a demon from within her own mind? What happened after that bathroom scene? What will Mark do when he finds out his wife isn't spending her nights with a man, but with a creature from hell? Believe me, the upcoming subway scene is known as one of the most terrifying and uncomfortable scenes in cinematic history. If you miss that, there's no point in watching this movie. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, because in the next part, we're bringing you that famous scene and the climax that will haunt your sleep. Subscribe and stay tuned.